Hi everyone, my name is Jeremy Railton. I'll be your instructor for Business Law 1 this summer. The purpose of this video is to give you a brief walkthrough about how the course is going to work, so let's dive right in. Now I'm going to acknowledge from the get-go, I'm making this video the day before class is supposed to start, and for some reason the syllabus isn't working. When I click on it to set it up, it gives me this weird error here, meaning the distance ed department on campus has not quite set it up yet. So hopefully it'll be up by the time you guys get in. If it's not a huge deal because I can still give you most of the information in other places in the course. So a couple things from the syllabus you should know that I'll just tell you. One, you can do late work in the class. That's okay. You can only do it up to 6 days past the due date. And there is a 10-point per day penalty. So you want to get things in on time if at all possible, but I know life happens sometimes. And rather than me having to go through medical records and see if you have an excused absence or whatever, I just say you can hand in late work up to 6 days late. It's fine. You don't have to give me a reason. Just do it, and I'll grade it as soon as I see it. And if you have some piece of work sitting there ungraded for a week, letting me know, that probably just means that I didn't see it. So I'll go in there and grade it when you let me know. The other thing is I don't want people using AI for this course. When people use AI, they tend to not learn anything at all. And that's really not the purpose of us being here. I'm going to give you some sources to read and study from. You go learn those things and report back to me with your writing and the assignments. And hopefully everybody learns something and we all have a good time. If I see a paper, if it looks AI generated, I'm going to give it a 0, and I'm going to prompt you to contact me if you think I made a mistake. After all, I'm a human. I can make mistakes. At that point, we'll arrange a meeting and we'll discuss your process of writing that paper or doing that assignment. And if you're able to convince me, it'll be pretty easy to convince me you did it on your own because you'll know all the material and you'll be able to tell me where you got your sources and all that stuff. So if I'm convinced, then no problem. I'll give you a grade. We'll move on with our lives. Otherwise, the 0 will stand if I am still convinced it's AI generated. So let's just all do our own work in this course, and it'll be a much more enjoyable experience. You'll learn a lot more, and everybody gets a lot more out of the whole thing. Okay, diving back into the course here. The course schedule, incredibly important. You can click on this item to bring up all the due dates for the summer. So while it's pulling that up, you can zoom in. You can actually download this document by clicking here and choosing to download. So what I recommend for every student is to take the course schedules from all of their classes and put it on a big master calendar that you have with all your personal stuff, all your work stuff, all of everything, all in one calendar, just to help keep you organized. That's going to keep your stress level way down if you're properly organized, so you're not missing due dates and then panicking at the very last minute and handing in stuff late and stuff like that. Just get that one calendar done so you're able to function better. So we're on a compressed schedule since it's the summer. We're doing a normal 16-week course, but we're compressing it into 10 weeks. So there's going to be a lot of doubling up on chapters per week in order to be able to get everything done. The first week, I take it easy on you, just chapter 1. From then on, pretty much every week, there will be 2 chapters due. There's a midterm exam halfway through. There's a final exam at the end. The very first assignment you'll do is the course entry quiz. I'll show you that in the course. It's in the start here area. This is incredibly important to do this. It registers your entry into the course so you aren't withdrawn for non-participation. Everybody has to do something, submit some kind of work in the course within the first few days, or else I have to withdraw you. I really don't want that to happen. So just go ahead and do it. Maybe just pause this video right now and go do the course entry quiz. You don't have to know anything. You just answer a few questions that are very simple. And then you're in the class and you're not going to be dropped, at least not initially. Some other stuff to know here. You can click on Meet Your Instructor to see what I look like. You can see my campus phone number, email address, location for my office on campus. I'll be on campus Tuesdays and Wednesdays over the summer. If you want to come by and meet and talk to me, I'd actually really enjoy that. moving on, under the Start Here area, a few important things. Okay, so you can just obviously click on all these items to just learn more about the course. The textbook, let's spend just a minute talking about the textbook. Now, I think this price maybe has changed. We're going to look at that specifically. What we're going to do is take advantage of this subscription service that Pearson has called Pearson Plus. Here's a picture of what the textbook looks like. It's Business Law by Henry Cheeseman, the 11th edition. Publisher is Pearson. If you click this link, it'll take you to Pearson's website where you can see what you can buy it directly from Pearson or from the bookstore. Either way, and I'll show you the difference. The difference is the minimum is 6 months of access, and it's $8.50 a month. So the total is $51, where I think last year it was $44. So the price has changed a little bit, but you can still rent the textbook for $51 directly from Pearson. If you go to the bookstore, the price is going to be $64. So it's the same thing. It's all going to be through Pearson Plus, that subscription model that gives you the ebook. The difference is, you know, a few bucks cheaper if you buy directly from Pearson. The catch is that you can't use financial aid dollars directly through Pearson. So if you're using financial aid and relying on that to pay for your books, obviously buy it through the campus bookstore. So you're not coming out of pocket for that book. But if you're buying out of pocket anyway and you want to save a little bit of money, just go directly through Pearson. It'll be easier. If you buy directly, if you buy from the bookstore, the process to actually activate the textbook is a little bit weird. So I put an item in here it's a step-by-step guide of how to actually use that code that you get from the bookstore to get access to the book. So just click in there. Let's see. The course entry quiz. Yeah, I showed you that already. All right. So let's dive into the chapter 1 folder here. And once you get used to one chapter folder, all the rest are pretty much going to be exactly the same structurally. The content will be different, but the structure should be very similar. So the first thing you get is an overview, like here's what we're studying, here's the learning objectives, here are the assignments that you do. And from there you'll have like some study materials that I put together that I think help illustrate some things from the chapter. If you click on the chapter lecture video and notes, you'll see me talking you through the chapter material as well as my PowerPoint notes for that chapter. So you're not just relying on reading. You can actually hear me talk you through it if that helps you learn better. You can follow along in the PowerPoint that you download. A lot of students think that is much more helpful to hear somebody talk you through it while reading through it. So anyway, that will be posted for every chapter. Then there will be a chapter quiz for every chapter. And for most chapters, there will also be some type of assignment. It's either going to be like a written assignment or like a case study quiz or something like that. But there will be a chapter quiz and a chapter assignment for pretty much every chapter. So like I said, if you just click through the chapters, you'll see that structure is essentially the same. The content will be different. So you keep going down after chapter 8, there will be a midterm exam. Keep on going. And at the end, the final exam. That's only going to be open during the dates indicated in the course schedule. So if I want to see when that is, I go back to the course schedule. I scroll down. It'll be open August 1st. It'll close on August 4th. So that pretty much is how the course works. There are a lot of other areas in the course you can go to, like you can go to the calendar here, and as long as your instructors are using Blackboard due dates, you can see when assignments are due for your various courses here. But don't completely rely on that, because some instructors might not be setting up their due dates in Blackboard correctly, so it can throw you off. So look at your course schedules for all your courses. Put those in your master calendar. It'll keep you way more organized, and life will be good. In the announcements area, I'll be posting an announcement every week, just letting you know what's going on. The first announcement will be a welcome announcement that you'll see on the first day of class with this video attached to it. You don't have to worry about the discussion area that much. If there's a discussion board assignment, there will be a link in the chapter folder Gradebook is where you can go to check your grades. If you see something off about your grade, if you see an assignment that hasn't been graded and it's been there for longer than a week, let me know. It probably just is a simple oversight on my part. I'll go in there and check it. Messages, you can directly message me through Blackboard if you have a question about the course. You don't have to worry about groups. You don't have to worry about achievements. I think that's pretty much it. So that's how the course works. This video is getting too long already, so I'm going to end it. But the last thing is, if you have a question about something, let me know. I'll be happy to talk you through some content to help clarify an assignment before the due date. Whatever it is, if you just want to just talk to me and sort of meet me and get a feel for my personality and all that stuff, that's also great. So reach out and I'll be happy to help. I'll do my best. And if I don't know the answer right away, I'll look it up for you and get back to you. That's it. But let's all have a great summer. I wish you all the best of luck and let's get it going.